Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good evening, Facebook. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose with me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Brian+Post. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. I just stepped away. I'm over at some friend's house, just hanging out, eating some food, watching the game. And so the title of tonight's episode is Super Bowl Sunday and Backyard Fires. So I'm sitting there just, eating and watching the game, and one of the people that's at the event all of a sudden says, "What is that out there?" And there's a big fire in the backyard. So the guy had been grilling, and all of a sudden there's a fire, and it's dry in Oklahoma right now. And so in minutes, this fire starts spreading through his whole backyard. And so everyone's kind of running around because, initially it's interesting the way the brain works. So initially it's like a fire. People are like, "Oh, there's a fire." And then second is like this next stage of alarm where it's like, "Oh, there's a fire." And then it's like the amygdala goes into full alarm state, and it's, "Oh my God, his house could burn down." And then everyone kind of goes into this panic mode, running around. And so I go and try to get a bowl of water, and his water pressure is not running very fast. And so I, toss the water out there and then come back, and I'm like, I need a towel. We need towels, because all I can think is, if we just wet towels, everyone could go out there and just smack the ground and it'll put the fire out, because after all, it is a grass fire. And so no one's hearing the towels. They're running for the water hoses and what have you. And so then I find a towel and wet the towel and go out and just start smacking the ground. And then they get the water hoses, and pretty soon we get it all contained, and then it's all great. And, everyone's excited. And then I hang my towel over the back of the chair and go back and start eating my wings and queso dip. And get back to the football game, of course. So it's just an interesting little experience in, seeing how, not experience, it is an experience, and seeing how our stress reactions kind of kick in. And it's just strange that I'm always thinking about this kind of stuff. So I'm walking around and I'm thinking, breathe, stay calm, because as long as I can stay calm, I can think clearly. And as long as I can think clearly, I have the maximum amount of possibilities for being able to influence a situation. And, it's interesting because as everyone was putting out the fire with the water hoses and everything, one of the individuals said, "Hey, someone needs to spray the bucket." So I guess where the guy puts all his charcoals and wood for his big smoker, it was the bucket actually that had flamed up and had got in the dry grass. No one had put the flames out in the bucket. The root of the fire, which was sitting right next to the house, no one was focused on. We were all focused on the yard, which is the symptom. It's the symptom. No one was thinking about the root, and the root was still sitting there burning right next to the house. Thank goodness the wind was blowing in the other direction. And so it's just interesting how we can get stressed and we stop thinking clearly. We stop thinking about what caused this, where did this come from, and we just start focusing on the symptoms and on the roots of what we see. We're always looking at what we see, and then that affects our ability to look beyond just what we see. And that's really what we have to be able to do, is we've got to be able to look beyond just behaviors and beyond just the challenges that show up and that our amygdala focuses on, and think about what's underneath. But before you can do that, you've got to be able to calm yourself down and keep your short-term memory activated. So just wanted to pop out here with you and say hi and let you know Big Papa's always thinking about you. And I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I hope your football team, whoever you're rooting for, I hope they win. And I hope you get a great night's rest and you wake up in the morning refreshed, restored, re-energized, reinvigorated, and ready to make it magnificent Monday. And just to make it a fantastic week. So God bless each and every one of you. And Big Papa loves you, and I'll talk to you soon.